That was Mark Knopfler on Armistice Day, singing, and it's all part of a new programme of music with his new album, Get Lucky, and Mark Knopfler's with me now. I have to say, people, to me, sort of rock and roll means kind of peace, not war, and was it a big step for you to get so involved with the British Legion?
Not really, Adam, because I think there's been a bit of a history of that with me, with Brothers in Arms, and with the South Falklands campaign as well. And I just think the whole issue of treatment of veterans has been in the news for a while now, and maybe that could have even been a factor in led me to write Remembrance Day in the first place.
I mean, writing and supporting the British Legion, does that in the end mean you're supporting the army in whatever they're being asked to do?
Well, you don't necessarily have to equate, the invasion of Iraq with the mission in Afghanistan. They're two entirely separate things, and you could have separate opinions about them.
Right. So I mean, what is your opinion, that you would be against Iraq and supportive of Afghanistan?
Well, broadly speaking, that's correct. Yeah.
You've also written a song about going back to 1940, about your grandfather. Is it?
It was Uncle Freddie, actually, and my mother's brother, who was killed in France at the age of 20. He was a piper in the Tyne and Scottish, who were allied with the Black Watch, and I'd always meant to try to write something, and it took years. And just somehow with this album, it seemed to come together. It just connects somehow with Remembrance Day, so I've sort of put them together as a single for the Legion.
A lot of nostalgia for your earlier life in both Glasgow and Tyneside.
That's right.
In Get Lucky. Yeah, you're in Chelsea. Why don't you go home?
I do go home. I do go home as much as possible. I've started taking the train up quite a bit. I think it's a special feeling coming from Tyneside. In fact, on the first Dire Straits album, I was writing about that, crossing the River Tyne every single time. You get the same old feeling, and in fact, it connects with that first album quite a bit, because even the first song on the first Dire Straits record was Down to the Waterline. I was imitating the foghorns and talking about being on the Tyne.
Mark Knopfler, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.